Well, here's day 9. It's still cold out here, but today's the first day of spring, so that means it'll be warm in a couple months. Today, all I have left on this roof is this middle part. I got the front part framed and the back part framed. So I gotta stand all these trusses in the middle. I'm gonna have to grab the forklift. I'll grab it in a little bit. I'll put all these middle trusses up. And then there's 2 gables here I have to dense glass. One's gonna go on this side and the other is gonna go on the other side. So before I grab the forklift, maybe I'll dense glass these 2 gables and I'll get ready to lift all these trusses up. Well, now I have the back roof all framed, the front roof all framed. Now it's this middle part. There's going to be a gable on this side and then the trusses are going to go like this across. So to carry the weight of the trusses, I'm going to put a hanger like this on that truss over there. Actually, it's not that particular truss. There's one more girder truss that's going to go in front of that. It'll be a 2-ply nailed together and it'll have a 2x6 bottom cord. Those are all 2x4 bottom cords, but it'll have a 2x6 bottom cord, and then I'll nail a truss hanger on to that truss all the way across. But this is what the engineers got figured out for this part. Since this truss, this is my girder truss for this side, so it technically should have the joist hangers to carry the truss like this. But since this is lower, these trusses are going to be coming in here like this high, so they'll be here up here like here, and there's nothing to nail them to. So what they want me to do is build the 2x6 wall in here like you normally would for insulation. So it'll be a 2x6 wall going across like that. Now they want the 2x6 wall to be carried by this girder and these hangers. Well, this 2x6 wall is going to be in here like this. So how are you going to carry that with this hanger? So the only thing I can do is put the hanger on here and then put the stud of this pony wall in the hanger like this. So it'll be the joist hanger on there like that, and then the wall will come across and sit on here like this. So this wall is going to go all the way across to there. That's why I have that cut back, so it's going to hang over there. And these hangers will go on here and they'll hold the stud. And then I might frame in a bottom plate too. I'll put blocks in between like that, so that the drywall or an insulator don't have a problem. So it'll end up being like that. That's what the engineers got going for me. I could have just put a beam here, but I guess that would have been too expensive, so they want me to do it like this. This out. This first one, it's going to be 23¼ X ahead from the outside of the wall. So this is 6 inches, this wall, so if you butt in here, 17¼ X ahead. And then if you hook on, it'll be 2 feet X ahead across the whole width. So I'll do that, and then I'll put these hangers on. And then I'll put the studs on the hangers, and then I'll put the top plate across the whole thing. Or yeah, smoke them what the engineer is rolling here. Now the weight of this wall gets transferred down to those hangers, which is transferred to that girder. So now I can put a lot of weight. That'll hold the weight of these trusses down to that girder. On the other side, it'll just be a 2-ply girder with the hangers straight on the girder. So now I'll bring up all these middle trusses and then I'll stand those. So the first thing I'm going to bring up is these 2 trusses. There'll be the 2-ply girder that's going to hanger all of these trusses. So that's the 2-ply girder. It's gonna go right here. I'm just gonna take it and lean them both up against here. And then I'll put all those ones laying down here and then I'll stand all those ones. That's kind of heavy. Okay, I'll go get the other ones. So these are the 2 side gables. I'll have to put dense glass on both of those. This is the gable that's going to go in front. It'll kind of sit this way. These 2 trusses, the only 2 with tails on them. See, these 2 have tails. The rest of them don't. The 2 with tails have to go right here because this is the only part where it needs tails. It doesn't need them anywhere else. So I'm gonna flip those 2 off and I'll take up most of these. Okay, these are up here, but this has got to go to the front, so I gotta spin them all I think I'm gonna just grab that end, drag it around to there, and then I guess I'll have to start standing them this way. Okay, so I got these last two up here. I'll just pull them into place where they're gonna go, and I can start standing them all. Banged up this corner a little bit getting these up, but oh well. I can get my foot out of here. Okay, we're ready to stand them all. first 8 standing. I still have 3 more. I'm gonna put some 1x4 straps on the bottom of these to kind of secure them, and then I'll put a better brace on this because it's pretty windy and this is swaying a lot. So I should do that right away, or I might lose all these. So I'll get these braced up, and then I'll lean these 3 against here, and then I can stand them that way. So I'll try and get these braced up before the wind takes them down. Yeah, I got the rest of these trusses standing. Now I'm going to put all these hangers on. These hangers, I'll just put them on the end here. I'll nail them to the truss first. I'll just pop them on like that. And then I'll put the girder up tight to it and then nail into the girder. So I'll put these on all the ends of the trusses right now. So now I have all these hangers nailed on here. I'm going to take this block, it's cut to 24.5, which is the measurement from the outside here to the inside of this double girder. So this girder will go right here. So we'll pull this tight. Right to here. Now I'll set this and nail all these through the back, and then I can nail them both together and then nail up all those hanger nails. This set with should be flush with outside of sheeting here. Right there. I'll go to the other side, make that tight, and I'll nail all these up. Well, it's getting dark, so I'm just gonna finish nailing up these hangers, and I'm gonna finish this strapping here. Just the 4 pieces to finish this off. And that'll hold it all braced good overnight. And then in the morning, I'll put the 2 gables up, the 2 side gables. I'll have to put the dense glass on them first, but then I'll lift them up and lift the front one up over there, and then I'm pretty much ready for sheets. So I'll get back at this tomorrow. Now it's time for a beer.